6:03 in the morning. We're the forearm team.
Did you write the bug?
Closing on bug number 25,000. I'd say we'd probably get it today.
It's just a stream of bugs. This morning I was up at 4 assigning bugs too. It never ends.
24/7. There's always someone here.
I usually get in between 6:30 and 7 and leave after, 7 or 8.
Time goes by pretty quick. I think it's about 7 o'clock. I get a free breakfast when I show up early enough.
There's a lot of food consumed in this building. I would be really frightened to count the number of calories.
The day at Bungie starts with the obligatory
Run through security.
you have like 3 seconds to get to the door and actually open it before it relocks.
The warehouse,
Over there's the multiplayer engineering pod.
where our genius, wildly talented programmers sit and make problems for artists typically. Maybe not Luke Timmons.
All along the far back wall, we have environment art.
Hey Marcus, how would you describe this pod?
This particular pod? Command Central.
Crunch is the period of game development when everyone on the team is there working late, trying to cram as much stuff in as he can.
There's not really that much pressure until you see the countdown clocks. It's kind of a doom clock.
The anxiety level's pretty high. I think I left at 1:30 last night.
The pressure's on, but usually that's where people come out and do their best work.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing today.
I don't either.
This used to be a Lowe's hardware store, I believe.
This building used to be True Value Hardware.
Or maybe it was a supermarket.
From what I know now, they do Halo in here.
There's a second floor, but it's only on the very back section of the building. It's actually, I think, above the bathrooms.
The bottom floor is for development. The people on the top floor kind of run the stuff that's kind of external to the development of the game.
The full-time employees don't want to be disturbed. Therefore, don't use the front door if you're not working near the front door.
The only people in the studio who actually have offices are the sound guys. That door that's open right over there is the door to Marty's famous ivory tower office.
When it says email or die, that means he's composing.
This is the bowels of Bungie. Several people believe that my main role is to push the coffee cup around the studio.
This little tiny area here is artists that are doing multiplayer map design. They have plants, they have Chris Carney memorabilia.
Strangest thing about the building. It's got to be the no windows.
You have no idea what the weather's like outside.
It's cloudy.
It's a little bit like a bunker.
So everybody can hear everything you're saying all the time.
There's supposed to be this kind of unwritten rule that if somebody has their headphones on, that you don't come and tap them on the back and ask them a question. But I think it's an unwritten rule because nobody's really paying attention to it.
The acoustics are fantastic in here. I could hear somebody in test fart, and they're all the way on the other side of the building.
Went over from there. There's the design pod with all the guys working on the single-player missions.
The design pit. It's really meaningless without these guys. Except Miller.
Whatever door.
It's actually kind of tough to tell what time it is.
Don't they do that in jails? They don't put clocks anywhere?
It's the building that just has this sort of casino-like atmosphere.
Las Vegas.
They make you walk past all these aisles so you could go to a computer and maybe sit down and do some work.
My morning sucked.
Number 69 is lemongrass chicken for Sean. Figure out who gets what.
It happens every crunch.
8, 10, 12 weeks, you haven't had a meal at home.
We can't live off of McDonald's every day.
We started doing this because we were doing crunch, and we're like, yeah, everybody starts eating the free food.
He's the reason why we have the weigh-in. He was a biscuit away.
Estimated body fat, and estimated lean body weight.
I haven't weighed myself for years.
Yeah,
Or do you go to the bathroom, take a massive dump, you're like, this will compensate.
Sometimes that saves 2 pounds. Who knows?
People in the neighborhood that's just looky-loos, want to know what's going on. Occasionally they walk by and they open the door and they can see this figure here. And it just looks like a place they want to see what's inside, So they try to trick me. And so far I've caught all of them.
Harold is the studio manager.
Harold Ryan is my boss.
He sits there. Harold actually has the smallest desk in the company.
This is where we go whenever we need help with the light mapper. How's the light mapper doing today?
Excellent.
Hey, Luis, how's the light mapper doing today?
Not too well.
See, it's the...
This is sort of the central pod of test right here. There's Jamie Evans, our test lead, hard at work, as usual.
Hey, rumor has it there's a tester here with a tattoo.
Yeah?
Can we see it? Exciting, wasn't it?
I think I can count the number of women that work on Bungie on one hand.
There's women here?
There's a few. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
The interesting thing about our fax machine is it doesn't actually receive faxes. So it's just kind of this little quirky thing in the system that is just insanely inefficient.
There's 3 bathrooms.
2 here, and then there's
One up at the front, which is sort of for guests, and it's in the safe zone.
And then there's one upstairs that they just put in.
One out of every 3 times I go to the bathroom, I actually have to wait in line.
One bathroom for 200 guys.
2 or 3 stalls for the guys, and I don't know how many stalls. How many stalls are there for the
There's
girls?
equal number.
Really? How do you know that?
Another for 3 women.
And I've spent my entire life waiting in lines.
How crazy is that?
Have you been outside when people are dropping the deuce?
No.
Like we hacky sack outside, and you can smell every scent. It's like this huge gust of. I'm not kidding you. You can't get on your skin. Feel that.
No, I'm not touching that. Just like I'm not going to touch your hacky sack.
When you're really in the thick of the crunch, you start having dreams about work.
You're in here for 20 hours a day and you're not seeing your family. And those are the things I think that give you the battle scars.
Okay, so that's Damiani's.
11 hours, either free breakfast or free dinner, but not both.
There's actually a false floor. There's all the network cables that run underneath that.
How many miles of wire in the building?
Millions of miles of network cables.
So 175 ports times 12 cables each.
That's probably too high.
Divided by 5280 for miles. That's 49.7 miles of cable.
It's 50 miles.
Moving all of the testers from over there to over here so that we're next to Jamie.
That's right. Everybody closer, better communication.
It's Jamie's master plan.
We're like an organic...
Yes, we really seaweed.
Some of the people that come in tomorrow, they're going to be in for a pretty big surprise. Those guys kind of knew that they were moving. This guy, I don't think knew.
We're a floating island of madness.
I don't know what it's like actually under the false floor. They say that people who crunched a little too hard, you might find some of them down there.
Crunch is the seed of divorce.
Nothing got done today.
I've been fixing a single bug all day, and it still isn't fixed.
It is the seed of stress headaches.
It's a really big mess. This is just busted.
Crunch is also incredibly fun.
Sweet.
Yes.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Delivered just for you.
Wow.
Mike Zach? Oh, come on, you need another one. You can't eat just one.
I already had 2.
I think everybody wants to work in a place where they're friends and where they enjoy coming to work and they do things that are, that are cool.
Oh, it's only 10:30. Wait till midnight or so. That's when it gets nuts. This is what matters, guys. Yes, there's a lot of playing around, but this is what matters. Today, this is today, and this is content complete.
This was from a housewarming party for Mike Zach. Dave wore these green underwear. I ended up with them at the end of the party. Washed them, of course, and then brought them back.
Hey, Kiss, how you doing today?
Hey, good evening, sir. Here's the keys.
Thank you.
Crunch is when everyone is pretty much sleeping here.
Sometimes brushing your teeth, the good ideas don't come, but the harsh realities come.
Oh, 1 in the morning. Wow, it's already Friday. Making sure that people take baths and stuff like that because we're in close proximity.
You know, I don't actually know a whole lot about the shaft, but we had to do an SDK upgrade, and so I was here till 2:30, so somebody gave me the shaft.
It is the middle of the night, and we're going to be playing the beta with a group of guys in Japan. Ganbarimashou. Good night, Green Johnny. How did that feel for you?
It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I have been here working almost overnight.
Good morning, John. Good morning.
Good, good.
I've went home and come back and they didn't even go home 24, 28 hours a shift. Thanks, sir.
Actually, I take half-hour break, close my eyes for 20 minutes.
So hey, take care. Have a good day, Jerome. Have a good shift.
Yeah, I think it might take me, half hour or 1 hour more. After I solve that, I will be super happy. I will tell you, I think I fixed that problem.
Yeah, so the thing with pulling an all-nighter is you get the good parking spot the next day.
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, gentlemen. Morning, Phil. Back at it again? Back at it. Back at it. All right, have a good morning. You too.